starting off the day with a Hot Wheels that I have been dying to find myself for the longest time. Boys, look at this. It's a 22B STI. Oh my god. I feel like stunned right now, bro. I don't even know what to say. First of all, shout out to Canada for the Canada love. I'm sure that all you guys from the States that are sending them are from far away, because I've seen people from like Australia sending some too. It's probably just held up at like the border at customs, whatever, because shipping sucks right now. But we got, this group of cars is from Shannonville, which is actually where you guys have seen me take the Genesis drifting, which is super sick. So shout out to the S Boys, man. This is their YouTube channel. They hooked us up so good, like so many good ones. Ones that I've never even seen before, like bro. But we got some from Shannonville. This is a group of like classic ones from Edmonton, from my boy John. This is his YouTube channel. These ones are also from Alberta. This one is from Vancouver, and these ones are from Illinois. So first of all, just like thank you to everybody that already sent Hot Wheels and to everybody that's going to send Hot Wheels. Dude, this is gonna be insane. This gives me so much hope. Like, you guys have no idea how dope this is gonna be, and the fact that you guys are a part of it and all your names are gonna be all over like the collection. Historically, you guys have seen me do like a Christmas tree at Christmas where I get you guys to send me ornaments and I put it on the tree. This year I'm not gonna ask for that because I don't want to ask for too much from you guys. Send Hot Wheels to the PO box. That's all I'm asking. We're trying to make a massive Hot Wheels collection. All you guys are gonna be a part of it. Send Hot Wheels to the PO box. Boy, we are off to a good start. So aside from Hot Wheels, you guys saw that we bought this thing at the end of the terrible heater we installed. Just a quick update to leave you guys off of what happened for that. So we're gonna get a propane tank dumped outside this wall of the shop, and once that propane tank is dumped off, hopefully near the end of this week, we can get somebody in here to do all the plumbing for all the propane, because that's just not something I wanted to do. So I'm gonna get somebody in here to install the heater, which will be super dope, because right now we're still using this guy and it sounds like an actual jet airplane every time I use it. And it drives me nuts because it's really hindering my music listening time, because usually I listen to music while you guys are listening to music in the video, but with this stupid thing I have to run it while you guys are listening to music, so it's hard. The only solution I have found, take this little speaker you guys are seeing, break it in half and put one on either side of the garage so that I at least have some sound coming in from both sides to help dull that thing out. And yes, this speaker splits in half, and no, this is not news to you, because if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know this. This is the Cove Commuter 2. This bad boy, it's a fan favorite. I really like this speaker. I use this speaker all the time. It, like I just showed you, splits into two. This thing has a really good water resistance rating too, so you can put this like near a hot tub. You don't have to worry about splashing into it. You can put this out in the garage. You don't have to worry about things falling on it, ruining it. Like you guys can see, we've been using the crap out of these things. It's covered in paint and stuff from all our house mods and shop mods and stuff we've been doing. It helps clean up the shop. It's really easy. Throw it in the toolbox, and it's completely Bluetooth. And just in case you guys forgot, just split that boy right there. Go ahead and hit play, and these things are loud, boys. I said that right as it like had a quiet spot in the background. That was super awkward. So if you guys go to the link down in the description of this video and you use the code Robbie70, you will get over 67% off site-wide. It doesn't even have to be on this speaker. You guys can get whatever you guys want on that website for over 67% off. Like I said, the code is Rob70. There's a link in the description down below. And thank you to Cove as always for sponsoring today's video and helping make everything that you guys watch here on this channel possible. All right, so let's finally get into it, boys. Today we got some goodies. Cross off trans, subframe, and the axles, and lower control arms, which I didn't write on the list, so good job. So now that we got the D-Series engine out of here, it is time to just slowly start like swapping everything in here over, cleaning everything in here up. Like I said, I want to paint it and all that kind of stuff too, but changing everything in here over to what will properly cradle the K20. I don't know if you can tell on camera, the height on this is very small. This is a very tall boy. So to get it to sit nicely and actually be able to close the hood and stuff, you need to get like K-swap mounts, obviously, but what you actually do is use an EG subframe. I don't know if you have to do that, but that's something that I'm doing. We need to get that subframe out of there. Never done that before, so that should be really exciting. All right, first up, we got transmission, boys. He obviously painted it at one point. I don't know if he used like a high temp paint or if it was just painted in like maybe winter driven. I don't know. So this thing has the Z3 LSD, which is perfect because it's the first Civic transmission I've had with an LSD in it, which is very, very necessary. And apparently it has Speed Factory HD shifter springs. I don't entirely know like how much that affects me at all, but it has them, so that's cool. I also picked up some brand new axles for this boy, still in the box. And finally, we have what I am after today. So this is an EG subframe. This is the same one that Jasmine has in it right now. It's a little custy. It's got a little bit of like surface rust going on. We're in Ontario now, so this stuff's just bound to happen when I buy a part. It's not like rusting really at all. It's just surface for everybody that freaks out that's never seen rust before. It came with the lower control arms, so I guess you need the lower control arms to do the swap, which would make sense. It'd be a different size for that lower control arm. I don't know. Bro, it doesn't fit! Whose idea was this? Okay, so a lot more has to come apart right here than like I thought. And by that all I mean is that this entire knuckle has to come out, but dude, this one is seized into here so bad. Like I beat it so hard and I couldn't get that out of there, so that's a job for later, I guess. Come on, dude, it's like basically the same thing. It has a little bit of a different bend here, a little bit. It's like a little bit different, a little bit, but like it's relatively the same. Oh my god. I wonder if this rear one even holds it. Honestly, it doesn't really feel like it's doing anything. Go ahead and loosen these guys up so we don't start. Oh, they are not a 10. Oh my god, what are you? Oh, I know what they are. They're the Rusted 10 Special. So the Rusted 10 Special, I'd like to say it's rare. Depends what kind of cars you work on. How it works is as follows. You get a rusty thing that used to be a 10, but it's not anymore. So you put the 10 just like right about on. Grab a hammer and just kind of give it a little love tap, but then you also don't want this coming off, so give it one more for good luck. And now, you have completed the Rusty 10 Special. Good luck getting it out of the socket. Oh, there she goes, boys. Okay, so there it is. It's actually a lot different. I thought it was gonna be like a little different. Dude, this thing's a lot different. This one's like way thicker. You can see right here, like the engine mount is part of like the top, whereas this one's like super thin. It kind of sleeks way back. And then they have like that little jet out for the engine mount on it. But it looks like it's got all the same mounting points, the 2 holes in the rear here, the one up front. And it doesn't look like the steering rack's in it. This one, the steering rack's like inside. That one looks like it's got like a bracket right here for the steering rack. So as long as when I hold this one up underneath the EK, like hold it up to the bottom, as long as it all lines up, which it looks like it does, boys, which means we are good. Freshen these guys up. I managed to get most of like the 30 years of like undercoating and oil and power steering fluid and just cussed off of both the subframe and the lower control arm. So both these things are like way mintier. I can touch it with my hand now and not get gross. But you guys can see like this is all way better. Kind of scratched this thing up a little bit when I was taking everything off with the like the scraper, but that's okay because what ended up happening was once I got in here, I noticed that there's like a little bit more rust going on than you could see through all of like the poo. Now, it's obviously got nothing on this one. You guys can see, I mean, this side has something leaked, maybe coolant leaked all over it. I don't know, but you guys can see like, this is all rusted and that's all rusted, whereas this one is just kind of like concentrated in a few little spots. And I just don't want to put like rusty parts on a fresh build, you know, like may as well take our time and clean this up nice. The usual culprit, my favorite. I feel like I've actually used this a lot lately. The rust paint, boys. That's a frame paint that we used on the S10, frame paint that we used on this little rail right here. Anything that's ever got like little rusty spots, I love this. It's meant for like this, to go over like the little pitted rusty holes and seal them all up and literally just like cement itself to the metal. And it looks hella glossy and nice. Dude, this stuff came out killer, so I let this dry for like almost 24 hours. This is beautiful. I was honestly super worried because there was so much like fluids and stuff on this. I was worried that it was gonna kind of like flake off or like not stick properly. Like I was worried about the paint actually adhering, But like, dude, it actually looks like it went on beautifully. And these front lower control arms, dude, came out so minty. So minty. Damn, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to build cars again without like at least fully coating everything I put on there. Like this is killer. This is like a definite level up for sure. So the only problem that I'm seeing now is apparently the power steering rack might not fit. There could be issues with that. There could be issues, I have no idea. I assumed, me being me, assumed I could just put it back on. I'm still gonna try, I'm gonna wait till after we paint the engine bay. I want like as little amount of stuff up there as possible to paint it. But I'll do a little bit of research. We might have to go to like a non-power steering setup, which would kind of suck, or we might have to get like a rack from an EG, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world as long as it fits, right? I don't know. What I do know is I would love to see the way this thing is gonna look up in the car. Oh my god. Dude, I would love nothing more than to like one day be able to just like, you know when people paint their subframes for no reason? I would love to get to that point one day where I'm just like powder coating subframes, who knows why. You look underneath the car, it's all dope. Like I think I just inspired myself right here, boys. This is something for sure. The lighting under here is terrible, but this is the bolt that goes through. Oh man, it doesn't even go through. No. Yeah, it goes through on the EK. It goes in and threads, but it does not go through this hole. It's the wrong size, so I didn't realize that I was gonna need new bolts. When I bought it, the guy gave me this, and I assumed if I needed new bolts, he would have gave me it with them, because he would have used them too. I don't really know. Sometimes assuming just kills you. I'm sure so many of you guys saw this coming and was just laughing at me while I was doing this. Look at this. This is the one that goes in the deepest. All the other ones stick out like way farther down. The mount for the control arm is only that thick. It's a little baby boy. And then this thing is only as thick as the metal. It's just a little thin thing. This one, on the other hand, the bolts had to travel through all of this meat. They literally had an extra like 1.5 inches or 2 inches to go through. All of my subframe bolts also don't work, which again, I probably should have looked into that, but like, now that it's up there, you can definitely tell how much room it's giving us. Like, so check out this one, for example. This is like where it would mount up to the car, right? Look, the whole thing's kind of like flat at that height. So whereas this one, that's the height it would have been sitting at. It drops all the way down here. So you gain like an extra at least 4 inches or something like that on this, which is actually like pretty significant. It was hard to tell before I got it in the car, but now it's in the car, you can definitely look at it and like notice the depth that you're gaining. I hate when I can't like complete my task in a video, but when I was thinking about it when I first tried it and it didn't work, that might actually work. Because I never got this like really installed, I actually might be able to just drop it back down and then completely paint up the engine bay without having to like mask over this, just like paint the whole thing up. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna spend the rest of my day figuring out what I need and don't need from all the parts that I took off, mainly just like if I need the steering rack, if I need these hubs, anything like that. And while I was in there trying to figure out what bolts work, we also had the last little bit of good news. Check it out. We got a propane tank. The guys came through this morning, dropped a little stone right there. They got a little regulator coming out, going this way. And then I have a hole up there where I'm gonna plumb the propane into the building. So I just need a guy now to come and connect this all the way up in there into the heater, and then we're ready to go. So we definitely took an L on getting this stuff all finished up on the Civic, but we definitely got a win on getting the propane tank dropped off and everything else this morning. So we're good. That's all I have for you guys in this video. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. This is just the way it goes when you build cars. I gotta buy some bolts. That's all I got for you guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.